morning, guys. It's Cheyenne here, and we are working on our morning vocal warm-up reading practice. Before we speak to any human, we want to be comfortable in my own skin, and we're just playing with the voice, just warming it up, brushing all the cobwebs off of there, and just staying nice and loose, just staying in a nice, calm and peaceful state, staying out of flight or fight mode. Thank you, God. All right. Where was I? Okay, here it goes. How do you gain the control of the minds of people? Oh, that's easy. I merely move in and occupy the unused space of the human brain. I sow the seeds of negative thought in the minds of people so I can occupy and control the space. You must have many tricks and devices by which you gain and hold control of the human mind. To be sure, I employ tricks and devices to control human thought. My devices are clever ones too. The devil begins to boast. Now we shall learn something of his real nature. Go ahead and describe some of your clever tricks, Your Majesty. I refuse to do so on the grounds that such a confession would destroy my control over all who hear it. Then I shall take advantage of my knowledge of the secret passageway to your thoughts and describe your tricks in my own language. No, don't do that. You would only malign me, as all other earthbound people do when they speak of me. I shall confess in my own way. But you are taking unfair advantage. It is you who are on the defensive, Your Majesty. Tell us all about the tricks and devices you use in the control of people's minds. And remember, I want the whole story, not just the part of it which is favorable to you. Why hedge about answering, Your Majesty? You who boast of controlling 98 out of every 100 people on this earth should be proud of your record, and especially so in the view of the fact that omnipotence is your opposition. One of my cleverest devices for mind control is fear. I plant the seed of fear in the minds of people, and as these seeds germinate and grow through use, I control the space they occupy. The 6 most effective fears are fear of poverty, fear of criticism, fear of ill health, fear of loss of love, fear of old age, and fear of death. And this is why I just keep reading the same book over and over again, because it's literally one of the best books I've ever read in my life. Which of these 6 fears serves you most often, Your Majesty? The first and the last, poverty and death. At one time or another during life, I tighten my grip on all people through one or both of these. I plant these fears in the minds of people so deftly that they believe them to be their own creation. Very, very clever, Your Majesty. Now tell us something more of your devices for the control of the human mind. One of my tricks is the method by which I cause people to fear old age and death. So I occupy most of the space of their minds through these fears. I accomplish this by making people believe I am standing just beyond the entrance gate to the next life, waiting to claim them after death for eternal punishment. Of course, I cannot punish anyone except in that person's own mind through some form of fear. But fear of the thing that does not exist is just as useful to me as fear of that which does exist. All forms of fear extend the space I occupy in the human mind. Your Majesty, I did not know your control over human beings was so great. Will you explain how you gain this control? The story is not too long to be told in a few words. The story is too long to be told in a few words. It began over 1 million years ago, when the first man began to think. Up to that time, I had control over all mankind. But enemies of mine discovered the power of positive thought, placed it in the minds of men, and then began a battle on my part to remain in control. So far, I have done quite well by myself, having lost only 2% of the population to my opposition. I take it from your answer that men who think are your enemies. Is that right? It's not right, but it's correct. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks for watching my morning vocal warm-up or reading practice. And if you guys want somebody to train with, somebody who's stuttered for more than 30 years, then hit me up with a little comment, a text, or a call or whatnot. And let's become friends and train together. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And always remember to never give up. All right, guys.